So I had to make a video because if you watch the other one thoroughly, you'll see like I started experiencing like you know the thing that thing was like kicking in, and I'm gonna explain what it is because I figured it out, right? Based off the experience. So um I was sitting here and I knew I needed to order new pants because that's what didn't resonate. As you saw in the other video, I was throwing out items. This isn't even. Did I throw out that other Pop Tart? I know I had two left. I feel like I had. Hold on. I feel like I had one. Like I had one that I didn't finish. I might have thrown it out. I'm very tempted to check the garbage can, but it is what it is. So, and I'm only eating Pop Tarts. I don't have no other food source right now. So it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta eat. So I need a tissue. I need a tissue. So I talked about that in the video. I was throwing out all these other items, and my intuition was like, all right, you need to get rid of the pants you're wearing. And so I'm kind of just like, what the fuck am I gonna wear if I get rid of these pants? I was like, let me buy some new pants. Oh, that's cold. So I go and I am like, I'm on DoorDash, I'm looking at all these pants, and I'm like, some of them resonate, they kind of don't. And I was starting to get aggravated because it was like, like I was putting mad energy and mad time into something this trivial and simple, and it was like, for what? You know, for what? Let's see, this side is fine. That inverted shit always throws me off. Right? And I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of like wasting time like that on things. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? And it was like showing me like you're using too much, not using too much, but you're using a lot of psychic energy. Sometimes just use your body and simply go like this and let it just do its thing. And so I end up going. I take an Uber because my order that got messed up. I take that shit to Target. I'm like, y'all gonna give me my money back, right? So then I go to Target. I return it easy. I go to look at the stuff I was originally trying to order from Target and it didn't resonate. So I'm like, no, the chocolate chip cookie dough Pop Tart is the greatest Pop Tart of all time. I know I'm not supposed to be eating this, but under these conditions, I had to eat something. So I check out the stuff I was originally gonna buy. One they didn't have it, but they had other sizes, and it was like it didn't resonate regardless. So I left. I go to Dick's, mind you. I was on DoorDash. That's what I was looking at. Like, all right, these pants are fine. These pants, they had me on Dick's. So I go to Dick's, and um, I get in there. I go up to some of the shorts that I found, and some of them like immediately they resonated, and then other shorts I was looking at, they didn't resonate. My body reacts to certain materials, and it'd be like, don't wear this. So I'm like, cool. So I try on a bunch of stuff, and I end up picking the stuff I want. And I'm like, cool, this resonates with my intuition. I'm like, bet. So I also found the pants that I was looking at on Dick's that I was very close to ordering. And I found them in the store. And I'm like, thank God I didn't order that. Shit was trash. The material was like, nah. And I was like, there's no point in this. This isn't going to keep me warm. I only want these pair of pants to serve the purpose of when it get cold at night, if I'm outside, I want something warm. So that's what that's for. I'm like, no. So, bro, they had me in there like picking out shit that was way better than everything I was looking at. So I bring that up because it was necessary, and that's why I was sitting there so long. So most people get annoyed by that, like, oh, you taking mad long in this simple decision. They not feeling the energy. They not feeling the body. They don't even feel what some of this stuff is doing to them. They don't feel that shit. My intuition makes sure I have the right things. It's covering my warmth. It's covering the fact that, all right, a big part of the next part of your journey is you need to be in green color. So it's like, okay, cool. Nigga, got me some green pants, bruh. Cool. Got me some green sweatpants. I'm like, nice. So I'm like, alright, cool. And I'm like at the price, I'm like, these is like $40. The shorts is cool. Nigga, look at the shorts, bro. Easy. Cool. And then like shorts was on sale, they was like 30, and then the other shorts was 30. Those are for you. They got me another pair of shorts. So I'm like, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got more than what I was looking for, and all this is better than what I was looking at. So sometimes your intuition makes it that imminent because it's trying to give you better, and you're not in a place to necessarily see it yet. So your intuition is doing that. Like, don't get annoyed by it. You have to push through that process and let it play out, because you every time your intuition does some shit like that, you get blessed in a blinded way. And I say that because your blessing will come in a way where I didn't think I was getting all that shit. Nigga, I went to try the shit on in the fitting room. In the fitting room, it was like, oh yeah, get $20 off 100. It was like, get $20 off 100. I'm like, nigga, say no more. I just took this back. I get 50 back, and I'm gonna go to DoorDash. Like, yo, nigga, I had to go all the way back to the store because of y'all. Y'all gonna have to refund me and pay for my Uber. Fuck out of here. So I'm so serious. I'm doing that shit. So, yo, I get all this stuff. I get to the cash register. It's like this black light skinned dude. He got like locks and shit. His locks is cool. His locks is really nice. And I show him like the coupon. He's like, your order came up to $99.09. I was like, nigga, you're lying. I was like, are you serious, dog? Like this, because they only give you a discount off the subtotal. Total together was 107, but because the subtotal was 99, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, I got you. He changed one of my orders to 29 to 30 so that I could get the $20 off. I said, say less. And then for some reason, it resonated, but like, it was like he gave me $1. It came out, oh, do you want to support kids sports teams or whatever? So I gave $1. I don't know why it resonated, but I did. So instead of it being 85, it was 86 now. I don't know how that worked, but whatever. So I'm like, yo, cool. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home. And so I leave, and I'm like, I'm about to call Uber. My intuition's like, walk. I'm like, all right, I ain't mad at that because I wasn't gonna walk back and forth. I thought about walking in the first place. It was like an hour and a half walk, hour something walk. But I was like, walking there and back is crazy. That's almost 3 hours. I'm not doing both. So I'm walking back, and I'm like, cool. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, all right. My intuition, as always, is always trying to bless you. So don't get mad at it. So you gotta understand. Think about when you was a kid and you had these feelings like this, and your parents was in a rush or they was this and the other. You're missing out on blessings when that happens. It'd be that simple. That's why you gotta get in your own energy and listen to yourself. So, and this goes deeper than me just getting pants. You gotta understand, these are things that I'm gonna need for this journey ahead of me. These are things that are gonna resonate with my actual aura and energy. And you have to understand, I'm connected with the planet and nature. You understand? They would be the ones that be like, you need to go get this and you need to go get that. I'm listening to that. It's not just me like, oh, I feel like, I'm listening to nature. Nature's like, you need this. I'm connected. I'm that connected. Bro, the planet has a heart that you can tap in with. The ocean has a heart that you can tap in with. The wind has a heart that you can tap in. Fire also, they're alive. They have hearts and things that you can tap into and they can guide you. It's amazing. So, I do that, and so I'm walking, right? I'm like, cool. I'm walking. I get down to like maybe, I think it's like 40 minutes left, and I am starting to feel a little bit because I haven't been walking that much. On top of that, I have shoes on. I don't know. I should have just wore my sandals, but whatever. Um, my intuition was like, all right, stop here and call it Uber. I was like, cool. When I was out there, actually, is that for me? Oh, no. Some of the flowers actually spoke to me, bro. I, Here's the thing, man. You gotta be out here and be honest with what you experiencing. And I was out there, and the flowers started speaking to me, dog. Amazing. And they gave me like healing energy. Was I supposed to be on that? I'm going too far. They gave me healing energy, information, and something else, but that hasn't unraveled yet. Fire, fire. And a tree gave me something else, but again, it hasn't unraveled. So what happens with this is you get like psychic energy and psychic downloads from different things in nature. So they'll just, we're gonna throw something in your energy or aura. Might be an upgrade, might be information, might be healing, might be energy, and this will spawn whenever it's supposed to, bro. This is the greatest shit ever. This is how people naturally supposed to be operating. This is what we used to be on. So I'm walking, and no, I stopped here, right? And so I get to this street, and it's called Silver Moon. So I'm like, okay, Silver Moon. And now I have like mixed feelings because silver to me always made me think of like second place. Like second place gets silver. So I had a thing around silver, and I'm like, Silver Moon. I started thinking about Sailor Moon. I was supposed to watch Sailor Moon, but I haven't watched it. And I just started thinking about certain things. Don't go into all of that. Right? I started thinking about certain things, but I'm like, okay, whatever. So I call this Uber. It's on the way. It's like 5 minutes, and I start realizing I'm like, I need to go this way, but I'm on the side of the street that people are coming this way. So I'm like, it's probably easier if I go on the other side of the street. It just, as soon as I called the Uber, that's what happened. I went on the other side of the street, and I guess when the Uber came, they didn't see me. Bro, it's like I didn't even see them. But on the app, it was like they drove past and just canceled the fucking thing. And I was like, what the fuck? Right, so I'm sitting here like, I'm like, yo, I moved out of my spot. Like, I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm like blaming myself and this and that. So I go back to where I was, right there on Silver Moon, and I just stay there. The next Uber comes. It's a silver Prius. So I'm like, Silver Moon, silver Prius. Okay, silver, right? And I'm like, okay. So the guy, again, he pulls up. I make sure I flag him down this time. I ain't dealing with that shit again. So he pulls over. I get in the car. We leave. And so I'm like sitting in the car. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting in the car, and then the Rihanna song starts to play, and it's like, I'm still thinking about silver in my head. She's like, yellow diamonds in the night. Right, so yeah, I look crazy just now. That starts playing, and I'm like, I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, right, and then I think about the dream last night where somebody I just was like, I forget what happened in the dream. But I remember like one of my teachers turning into Rihanna and then like kissing me, and I'm like sitting here in the car. I'm like, oh shit, like just a reminder of you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Nick, you know what I'm saying? It was really, really dope. It was really, really dope. I was sitting there like, oh shit. And then like I felt it, and then I saw another sign, but that's for me. I was just like, so I'm lit right now. So I'm like, yo, I got to sleep here. My dreams were pretty vivid to where I can still remember them very easily. I got extra clothes now because this gotta go. No. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna probably rest it. I'm gonna probably chill. But again, it's just a reminder. Like when your intuition's doing something, it might take more time than usual, or it might feel weird. You gotta trust that shit. I don't care if I don't care if I would have had to sit here for 2 hours. You always get blessed. Now even don't go in that. You always get blessed. It's always for a good reason. Always. And sometimes it's immediately, and sometimes it's not. You won't know till later. So, my thing is, I felt good being outside. It was awesome. I'm happy because I didn't want to walk that rest of the 40 minutes. I was going to do it, but I didn't want to. Keep this. So, yeah, I feel good. Was that all I needed to talk about or go into? Mm-mm. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm happy. I'm really happy because it's hot outside. That's really, oh, I see. It's really, really hot outside. I was just like, not, well, I was not fucking with that shit. Mm-hmm. Alright, I guess I'll do it now. You're good. They're good. Okay, so now, figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. You're long sighted. So, going into what I need to do next. So, two things. We're gonna do it live, alright? So, two things. You need to, um, you need to order food, and this is gonna be your last meal for a minute because, again, you're going off funds. This is all set. Something here. No, this is set. We can leave this. We can leave that there. Alright, cool. Close that. You can close this. Close this. Leave this open. What was the other thing that I needed to do? Acknowledge that is not my energy. Alright, cool. Okay. There we go. We're not doing that shit again. What? No. That went into that already. Using the psychic energy when you can just use this. Okay. Alright, so do I need to... Yes. No. 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 The fuck? Okay, thank God. Am I even in the fucking... Is it an actual physical? Okay. Am I taking the bus? Right, I figured that. What the fuck? Is it out of state? Okay. This is the best question I could possibly ask right now. I know I'm supposed to go somewhere, but I don't really. It's not there, but it's also it's somewhere I've been before. Please don't tell me that is what it is. Please don't tell me. Fuck. Alright. I don't want to go there. I don't like that place, man. Alright. Some bullshit. But alright. Yeah, be honest, man. You don't gotta sit here and be like, oh my god. No, nigga, if you don't like that place, just be honest. I mm, from I wasn't expecting this. Slightest. I don't like this place. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. But fuck it. Today's the third. Interesting. Nigga, shit glitches for no reason. How much is this? They don't even cost a lot. Okay, I might do this instead. I'm gonna do this instead, boy. What's today? Today is the 4th. Alright, that works. Nigga, come on, bro. You're doing too much. Alright. Okay. Okay, this is not at all what I thought I was gonna be doing, but I ain't complaining. Alright. How do I check out? Okay. Personal item. Okay. This was very unexpected. I'm just gonna have to know what that means. Trust. What? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. So I can continue this. Okay. Now before you do anything, you're gonna check physically. All right. Can we just no check the things because what happened when you was at Dick's? You tried on a bunch of shit that you didn't want because I was meant to show you they did resonate. So go ahead. was not expecting this. Alright, cool. Yeah. Talk about. Okay. Is there any way for me to? It's like this. I would have to have this open. Alright. Oh, you know what I just thought about though? How am I gonna? Okay. I guess there will be a reason for that. Check it. Dig it. Mm, there's a reason. So the next thing is, um, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't really know, but I don't really care. There's a reason I gotta go do what I gotta go do, so I'm gonna go do it. Now, I did experience where it just told me to go, keep to myself. I did experience this before, and I did go there, and something about that area resonates with me on the physical plane. Something about that area, I don't know 100% what it is, but I know something about that area resonates. That has like, so for example, I had the same type of experience where when I was sleeping in my car, I was doing like, I was really like, I had all this energy, I was tapped in, I was understanding these gifts and these different things. And I wanted to get out of this parking lot so much. And I realized like I was constantly relying on just the psychic energy, like really being connected with like the aura of or energy fields of like nature and trees and these different places. And I was like, man, I'm about to just reach out to somebody for help because I'm tired of being here. So I reached out to specific people for help. And before I did it, my intuition was saying no. But the it wasn't from the second chakra up like I had been experiencing. A lot of what I was experiencing was like second chakra up, and that was so strong that it was healing me physically. And the first chakra, the root chakra, was like no. So everything else up was like yes, but then everything like down there was like no. So I'm like, why the fuck would the higher realms say yes, but then here would be no? So the only thing I could think of was not now. If the root chakra is very based off of right now, you can physically breathe right now, see right now, smell right now. It's right now. It's all your physical senses. It's right now. So I'm like, the only thing I can think of is maybe it means right now, right now. But I'm like, bitch, I'm in this parking lot. What the fuck are you talking about? So I'm like, I realized that you can start with it. Wow, I could actually, don't say what it's called, but I realized it was a gift. I called it something, but realized it was a gift, and it was similar to, it was like intuition of the body versus intuition of your energy, your aura. It was intuition of the body. So the body was saying not now. So eventually I'm like, I don't understand this. I'm looking at the moon. The moon is like in a crescent phase. I'm like, I don't know what this means. I'm like, maybe this means the beginning of something. Maybe it means the end. I never understood what these things meant. Wow, Sailor Moon. We'll get into that. I sent that shit. This person did not reply. And I ended up staying in that parking lot. So I ended up staying in the parking lot. He never replied. I'm pretty sure the very next day I said enough of this shit. I went to certain places and I sold certain things. And even though the signs were like, don't do this, like leave, this isn't the right action, I was like, I'm not sitting in this parking lot all damn day. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just not doing that shit. So I did that. After I did that, I had some money. I put some gas in my car. It was like, all right, now drive here. And this shit was like several hours away. It was random. But when I went there, because mind you, at the time, I didn't understand that it was a gift. I didn't understand like what it was. I hadn't figured out that it was physical intuition yet. So I did all this not knowing. Yeah, I'm like, this person didn't even respond. They're not gonna fucking respond. And they didn't respond. So I ended up going here. And then when I went there, I started to understand what the gift was. Me walking around in nature in this new environment area, I started to understand what the gift was. And I'm like, oh, I see now. I see like what this is. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute, but I figured that shit the fuck out. It took me a minute, but I figured that shit the fuck out. So I was kind of staring at myself just now, but so the physical intuition, like you want all that lined up. You don't just want your second and higher chakras lined up. You want everything lined up, so it'll resonate both the higher realm and the you know the physical realm. So if the higher realm is saying yes, that means like it's yes, it's a good thing. It just might not be now. So it might be more information missing or this and the other. So now they're basically telling me to go back there. And so it makes sense with everything I'm experiencing and what I'm being told is the new journey. So I get it. It's just other stuff I'm looking at like, all right, but I know like I'll always be provided for. No matter what's going on, I always end up being provided for. So I ain't tripping. We gon' see. All right. So is that it? That's it for that. There's one more thing. Figure it out. To heal. To heal. Oh, okay. So no. Heal. I'm not. I'm not fully under. Oh, how the fuck does that work? It's saying. So the first journey was very ocean oriented, and a lot of my healing came from that. And it's saying for you to heal this leg, you need to go and be here, and it's in this element. And I'm like, how the fuck does that work? I mean, it does, but I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? So, I want to see how that goes. Because I'm a little like, what? I'm going, it resonated. So, Okay. That's all you needed to know for that. Mm, alright. This how am I supposed to do things? See, somewhere I'm supposed to go when I get there. All right. Mm-hmm. Trust. Interesting. Isn't this where I was last time? This is where I was last time. Why would I go here? I guess. I looked up something and I'm like, this is the same place that I was when I went last time. Ooh. Okay. So when I get there, I'm gonna have to go to certain places. What you need. Look. What you need is right here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So we're gonna see how this goes. A part of me is just kind of like, this is so. It's not random because last time I went, these are places I ended up. But that's crazy. All I did was open the maps and see. I just typed in the town. I looked at it and then I saw this name of a place. I was like, oh, I clicked on it. I was there last time I was there. So I was probably getting healing that I didn't even realize when I was there. Okay. You know what's actually really cool about that? I'm kind of seeing the pattern. Yes, you noticed the pattern. All right, let it be. Is that it?